In this session of Weaving Basics, we will learn how to adjust your seating position for comfortable threading of the loom. As you can see here, I'm sitting on a standard Leclerc weaving bench. It has one solid height. I can't adjust it in any way. It's very handy because it's got the pockets that I can put shuttles and scissors in, but it is only at one height, which means that if I were to thread my loom, which I am in the process of doing here, I have to bend over. It wouldn't take very long until I had a very sore back by doing that. And I don't want to be doing that because if I have a work that has several hundreds of threads, I'd like to be able to thread for a long time without my back hurting. So this bench is not the right bench for me to be threading with. I'm going to show you some of the different options that I normally use to help find me the right height for threading. The first option that we're going to look at is this stool. It comes with the IKEA chairs, or you can buy it separately at IKEA with one of the Pong chairs. It's really nice because it's low, it's got wide, narrow feet so you can fit it inside your loom, and it's got a little bit of an angle on the bench. So as you sit down, you're actually angling your legs, which is much better for your legs than sitting at right angles. It fits right inside the loom like so, and then I can crawl right in and become very comfortable within my loom. For me, this is a little bit on the low side, but it may be just the right size for you. You can now see I'm sitting inside my loom. I'm at eye level with my heddles. My shoulders, because this is a little bit too low for me, is a little high, or my shoulders are a little high, so I would actually like to be raised up just a little bit. But it does allow me to slide right into my loom and be very close to my heddles, so I don't have to reach, and I certainly don't have to bend my back using this stool. The second option that I usually use, and which is actually my favorite, is this stability ball or exercise ball. Make sure it's quite well inflated and make sure that you have the right size for your body type. When I sit on this one, I'm a little higher than I was when I was sitting on the stool, and the advantage of this one is that I can actually rotate my back and my core muscles at the same time that I am weaving or that I am threading. So I roll it right into the loom, like so, and now I'm quite comfortable, and again my shoulders are now in the correct position for me to thread. I can reach my heddles very easily, and I don't hurt my back as I am doing all of my threading. Using the stability ball, I can move around, and I can actually sit and thread quite happily for several hours without having to worry about any back issues or shoulder issues when I use this ball. In this particular case, my treadles have been tied up. If the treadles have not been tied up, the ball can actually roll right onto the treadles and you can move really far into your loom so you never have to overreach. Another option is to use a loom bench like this. Some companies provide loom benches that are adjustable. This particular bench is made by the Glamocra Loom Company, and you can see that there are holes going down here, and it's only attached with a dowel and a nut and a bolt here. So it's very easy to adjust. I unscrew these, take my bolts out, take the top plank off, and then I can just move this dowel down to wherever I think is going to be a good spot for me to thread. And I'm thinking this might be just about right for this particular loom and this particular project. The top goes back on. I'm going to test. Yes, I think this is a good position to be in. Bolt goes back in. Wing nut on the bottom. It's nice if you line up the holes in the dowel, so it works well. Wing nut on the bottom over here. And now I have a good solid bench that I can crawl into my loom with. It won't sit inside my loom, but you can see that I can pull it right up to the loom, and I can sit here very comfortably and thread my loom. Again, my shoulders are in a good position. I'm visually much closer here than I was before on the fixed bench where I was really looking down.